Hi, please introduce yourself and the game.
Hi, I'm Klaudiusz Zych, and I'm a creative director and project lead on JuJu at Flying Wild Hog.
Now tell us a little bit about JuJu.
So JuJu is a classic side-scrolling platformer with big boss fights and secrets and many other things. But among them, the main feature, we think that is main feature for our game is a co-op that is asymmetric. So all ages and all skilled players can play at the same time. For example, player that is more skilled and less skilled can play together and have fun at the same time. So it's a unique feature to our co-op game.
Tell us a little bit about the game's story.
So the story is that you take a role of young shaman panda, whose father Jambi was kidnapped by the bad guys, and he left you with the shaman mask. That mask you can use to invoke shaman magic powers in you and use those powers to defeat the enemies and rescue your father at the end of the game.
Now, what are some of those magic powers?
So at the beginning, the magic powers that you get from the beginning are chanting or dancing. That if you dance next to other characters, you can make them dance with you, and in fact you stun them this way, and it's easier to defeat them. And you can also dash enemies. That's the power that you get from the beginning. But as you play on, you defeat bosses, and from bosses you get additional special skills like floating in the air, or diving and swimming underwater, or stomping, or shooting missiles. So for each boss you defeat, you get additional power that you can use throughout the game, and even backtrack and play the same levels with new skills.
Now tell us about his friend, the lizard. Does he have any special abilities?
So the lizard is meant to be played by a less skillful player, so he has some additional skills that let him go through levels more easily. So one thing he has is tongue attack, so he can defeat enemies not only by dashing and stomping on them, but he can just use his tongue and swallow enemies. Also, when you play in cooperative mode, the secondary character lizard is when he gets left behind from the main hero, he will get teleported back to the main hero. So if you play with the less skilled player, you won't have to wait for him and wait until he overcomes some obstacle. He can just teleport back to you whenever he wants, so he can have a fun but with easier kind of gameplay.
Tell us about some of the levels and how they're built.
So the levels it's a classical platformer, so these are 2D mechanics, so you have regular platforms, trampolines, some swings, and swimming in water. There are also...
Tell us about the worlds also.
Yeah, so we have 4 worlds, in fact 5, because the 5th world is a world of your final foe, final enemy. And the 4 worlds are, for example, the first world is a jungle, a musical jungle that you start in. It's your home world, but then you go to some magical, different, strange world, like inflated underwater world that's built out of inflated toys and things and enemies. There is a cake world, icy cake world that you can slide on things and enemies are cakes, and there's a toy world that all enemies are cakes and you walk on wooden toys. So there's a variety of different levels.
Now, how did Flying Wild Hog get into developing a family game after Hard Reset and Shadow Warrior?
So in fact, we started JuJu about the same time that we started Shadow Warrior. So now we have 2 teams. One is working on Shadow Warrior, and the other team is working on JuJu. And we thought about doing a game for consoles, but for previous gen consoles now. And we thought that there's a huge base of those consoles, but there are not really many games that are family oriented that you can play with for example, with 6-year-old kid for Xbox and PS3. And we thought that if the next gen consoles will come to market, the more hardcore audience will move to the next-gen consoles to play more hardcore games, and the previous-gen consoles will become even more casual. So people that haven't played games will play on them because they are cheaper, they are more accessible, and there's a lot of them. But there's still no content for family play on them.
Now, can you let us know when JuJu will become available and for what platforms?
JuJu will come this fall. I can confirm on PC and PlayStation 3. We are also working on Xbox 360, and all of those will be digital platforms. So PC Steam and other channels, PSN on PS3 and XBLA on Xbox 360.
Thank you very much.
You.